Right, we're live. Welcome. Oh, there's the camera. I was looking at the laptop camera. Welcome to another Beard Invades. This week we've got a guy called John. Well, he likes to be called Jiggsy's. Jiggsy's, yeah. And it's from Jiggsy's shed. So let's get you on screen. Welcome, Jiggsy's. I keep calling you Jiggies. Why do I keep calling you Jiggies?
Oh, I've had it. I've had different ones before. Jiggy, Jiggly, or whatever. It's fine.
Jiggsy's. I think it's a tongue twister. I think they've done it on purpose. Okay, so we've got loads of people watching. So what I'm going to do before we get into it, I'm just going to shout out who's in the chat, and then we'll crack on. Is that all right?
Yeah. Cool.
Okay. As usual, at the top of the list is Woodworking by Colin. Andy H is for turning. Chris Spinning Wood Dodger, Making a Better Life. Gerard the French Turner. Peter Corcoran. I've got to ask Peter if I'm pronouncing Corcoran right. You'll have to let me know in the chat, Peter. We've got the Blue Light Turners Workshop. Barry Chitty. Dan the Sidings Workshop. Who else we got? We got Gav. I'm not very fast at doing this. We got Lawrence in. Tommy's Workshop. Wayne Bigfoot Woodcraft. Woodcraft. I think that's all that's commenting at the moment. Oh, we've got Whitebeard, my dad. He's in. Welcome, Dad. We've got Yappy Makes. Irish Woodworker's Diary. And I think that's all that's commenting at the moment. Oh, yeah, Clive from Sneaks Wall Art. I think I've missed you guys. Oh, Mark at the Garden Workshop. Welcome, Mark. You're new to this channel. Hodge is in. Which you pronounce it perfectly. Well done. Thank you, Peter. I'm happy now. I'm not destroying your name. Right then. So we got Jiggsy's tonight. So we're going to learn a little bit about you, your workshop, and that sort of thing. And hopefully we're going to get you a few more subscribers. Let's just have a little quick look at your channel. Because I know you're really close to 288 subscribers. You're so close. What's that? 12 subscribers off of 300. So guys, we can do that tonight. We can easily do that. There's more than 12 people in the chat that can hit Jiggsy's subscribe button. Right then. Okay, let's get into it. So welcome. I'm going to call you John just for now.
That's fine.
I just can't get it out. So I can't. How did I find you? Was it through someone else? Did someone else give you a shout out?
I know I've followed you on Instagram for quite a while, and I've subscribed to your channel ages ago, and have been commenting, but don't know.
Oh, so maybe I've seen some of yours and I messaged you that way. Okay, that's fine. But it is a. We didn't even look at your channel, did we? Let's do that again. just I don't know what's going on today with me. So yeah, you're currently on 288 subscribers. There's a lot of turning on here. I mean, are you predominantly a turner?
That is the main thing I'm doing. The main thing I'm set up with at the moment. But I do enjoy I do other projects as well. So I've done a couple of big builds. One I've done the sheds in the garden, so the workshop, my wife's shed, and I've filmed doing a friend's. They wanted a hot tub surround, so did that for them. But haven't got around to editing that or putting that up. But the main part of the hobby is turning, but I do dabble in other bits and pieces as well, and do just usually the other things I make is things that's needed around the house or something like that.
Like a baby rattle. In your case, that's definitely needed.
So that is quite often being used as a hammer on my foot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not so comfortable.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah. I mean, it's like giving a baby a hammer.
Yeah,
they're going to do this with it, aren't they?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the accent?
It's South African. Well, watered down. I've been in the UK now longer than I've been in South Africa. I moved to the UK when I was 14 years old. So
yeah, okay. So there goes my next line of questioning out the window. I was going to ask how different. We've got Yappy in the chat somewhere, and I was going to ask how different it is doing, getting hold of maker, and crafting materials, things like that over there. But anyway, so we'll just forget that. So why YouTube? What made you upload that first video?
I actually sat on that for a while. I think mainly got into YouTube side of things through my brother-in-law, who got me into turning and encouraging to build a workshop. And he mentioned about Maker Central back when it was for the show in 2018. So I thought that I've got to start watching a few bits of YouTube or something, follow some of the guys that he watches, and ended up going to the show. I didn't know a lot of the people there, but enjoyed it and felt encouraged by that. But then when I went back in 2019, sort of listened to the likes of Colin Furze and I can't remember her name. There's another girl that's on stage talking about how she got into it, and it's like sort of just felt encouraged by it or something. And in the end, it was sort of just like, well, why not? Why not film, sort of document what I do in the workshop? In the end, it works as a bit of a log for myself of things I've done. But at the so yeah, and I think it sort of just helped me. It's just another part of the hobby or side of things to actually doing the editing, putting it together. I just do enjoy that part, and obviously Maker sort of made me go like, well, why don't I do it? But it took me forever to get the get a video film edited in the first one, and I think it's shocking. I've not looked back at it, but I ended up then putting that out when we hit lockdown, because by that point I'd then filmed a few bits. So I was like, okay, I've got a few things I can put out, and I had a bit more time at that point because I was furloughed with my daughter who was out of preschool at the time. So I was like, okay, well, while she was playing in the garden, I could skip into the workshop a bit. I sat in the evenings doing editing and everything, and it sort of just helped mentally, just having a bit of a focus point itself, because which has helped, because in the past I struggled with sort of a depression and everything, and the workshop helps with that. So yeah,
it definitely does. I mean, it's I mean, when you first come across YouTube, I mean, it's been going a long time, but when you get into it, you watch so many videos, and you don't really pay attention to what goes into the video. You don't realize until you start doing it that the process itself of coming up with an idea and thinking, can I follow through? Can I make it? Have I got the tools for it? Have I got the skill? And then also recorded it, and then edited it, and then uploaded it to you. It's just all a real big process that for you and for me. I mean, if you use it as a mental medicine, as you can call it, it's brilliant. It's brilliant for that. But I wonder how many people actually started YouTube in the first lockdown. It's interesting, that isn't it?
I know there's a number of people I follow that has said they have done, but yeah, it's I think what was encouraging with that as well is obviously we suddenly had more time, so obviously the YouTube lives and things like so joining in with that you get to meet a lot of people and sort of starting to chat with them, so discovering more and more artisans sort of through that portal itself. So definitely for me, I've enjoyed that sort of community side of it, and sort of the sharing aspect.
Yeah, there's a couple of comments actually, and remember, guys, John's only. Let me have a look. Get this right. John's only 8 away from 300, so please go over, give him some support.
Cheers, guys.
Yeah, we've got a couple of comments. Oh, wrong one. I pressed it. And it moved. The chat's going too quick. What's that one? Chris spinning wood dodger. He said, I started turning in the first lockdown. There's a what? Okay, that's all right. I think a lot of people did. I think a lot of people took up hobbies, you know.
But it's a good way to discover new hobbies, and just have some time to focus on something.
Well, this is it. I mean, you know, a lot of people have so much time. If they were furloughed off work, you know, there's only so much Netflix you can watch, and then you move along to to YouTube, and then YouTube gives you the inspiration to think, oh, I've got that tool, I'm going to give that a go. So I think
my vice at one point used to be sort of playing Xbox or something in the evening, but now I don't have any time for anything like that. It's workshop, editing, family, work.
Yeah. So it should be. Andy H is for turning. I started watching YouTube in the first lockdown. Excellent, Andy. Question from Yappy makes. Which part of South Africa are you from?
I'm from the Western Cape, the Swartland. He should know where that is. So just literally outside Cape Town. So.
Brilliant. How different is life over here to over there?
Oh, I do keep getting asked that. Obviously, I was 14 when I moved. So schooling-wise, the school I was there, the headmaster was very much running it like an English grammar school. So so to me, schooling wasn't any different. And I think the main differences for me at the time as well was houses. Everything, you're more on top of each other. It's where we in South Africa, the houses are bigger, they're more spread out. You've got more garden space, and having a garage or something where you've got a workshop in there and everything isn't unusual. Whereas here, I don't have a garage here or something, and it's just that. But and the only other thing really is temperature, but doesn't. To me, it's not. I transitioned fairly easily, so yeah. Then
Well,
Can't
you
say.
probably cooled off as you come over from South Africa. It got colder and
Well,
colder and colder the further you go north.
well, we left. So we left South Africa in February of 2001, and so February there is sort of the hottest month. Definitely where I was, temperatures would get up to about 44 degrees. I know afterwards my cousins did say they hit about 50 degrees in our area. And then obviously, so leaving that warm temperature there, get off the plane in the UK. That is a bit of a shock.
I bet it was. So Wayne Bigfoot Woodcraft, which you met up with recently, says John Jiggs is a lovely guy as well. Hope we meet up again.
Yeah, nice.
Let's have a little look, see how your count is going, and it is now on 297. We need 3 more, guys. Come on, 3 more of you.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay, so inspirations. Who or does anyone inspire you to do what you do?
Well, I think firstly, I was growing up. I've been sort of enjoyed doing things. My dad was always doing woodwork and various builds and stuff with. So I grew up with him getting us to do that. We had wood shops at school and everything, so it was very much part of the education system there. But then leaving there, he had to get rid of his lathe. I never had a chance to get a go on his lathe when I was there, but he got rid of that because we were told houses here are a lot smaller, so we've got to get rid of a lot of stuff, though he could have brought that over. But then I didn't really touch anything woodwork related till I was out of uni, till I was married, really, till I had my own place, could start getting my own equipment and everything, sort of start building up on that. But then that was sort of just here and there if we needed something. So, but then it was when I left my previous job, like I say, due to depression or something, I was visiting my brother-in-law, who then said, "Do I want to buy his lathe, get that secondhand because he's upgrading?" So like, yeah, why not?
Yeah.
So. Yeah. And that's sort of where I got hooked properly back into it. And with his encouragement, seeing the things that he's doing. But then I think my most recent inspirations as well was obviously getting onto YouTube. So I've learned a lot from Wayne, so Wayne the Returner. Obviously, yes. Watching Steve at SK Crafts. There's so many people of obviously some in the chat. So you've got Scott the Blue Light Turner, and yes, there's just so many names that I've enjoyed watching and learning from. I know at one point Keith had also, after one of my premieres, had contacted me and sort of gave some advice and everything. So
that's Circular Wood by Keith, yeah?
Yes, yeah. Okay. So yeah, I think just seeing what everyone is making and the encouragement that's given at the time as well is great. So I think pretty much a lot of the people who's in the chat at the moment have in some way or other have inspired me. So there's a lot where doing you see something someone's made, and then that triggers you to think about, oh well, actually I can try and make that.
And it's all you guys in the chat. It's all your fault. So when Jiggs gets in trouble for buying a new bowl gouge or something like that, then He can just blame you lot.
Yeah, actually, I can tell. I can use that with my wife. Though I think she's sitting there, so she's hurt.
Is she listening? Oh.
She's just shaking her head.
Good. All right then. So apparently my mic seems a bit quiet. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just saw Hodges' comment. He's Harry the Beaver.
I bet my Harry the Beaver gives him some ideas since it's right in front of him while he turns.
Yeah, where I turn, you'll see it in the little tour in a bit. When I stuck him on, he was sort of central and he sat on his own for a while, right? But it's right in front of me where I stand.
Right, so you've just hit 300 subscribers.
Cool,
so
thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for hitting the subscribe button and giving Jiggy some love. Okay, let's move on. Maker Central. Shall we expect to see you at Maker Central?
Unfortunately, and I've been trying to see this anyway because I'm supposed to be going on a family holiday at that point. So obviously, which was planned long before Maker Central dates were announced. Obviously, it kept moving.
Get the missus to do this a minute, right? You do know Maker Central is more important than family holidays. You do know that, don't you?
Because no. Previously we went up for both days, so obviously stayed over and everything. So I'm trying to see if there's one way in which I could come up, but it means traveling up there, getting back down to Kent, and then back up north to where we're going. So it's just logistics wise as well.
Yeah.
I mean, but
if you can't do it, you can't do it. That's there'll be another time.
Yeah.
I think there's also the chestnuts.
Yeah, I didn't realise until I joined onto the quiz the other night. The last quiz Terry was running, and he mentioned that it's going to be at the Kent Cricket or Kent County Cricket Grounds, and I was like, "Hold on, but is that not the one in Canterbury, which is just down the road from me?" So,
yeah, it is.
So I've signed up to that, and I had the confirmation that I should be able to get tickets for it. So
I'm going to try and get tickets for that too. I think, and I think I'm going to possibly take the caravan and the missus and go over to Kent for the weekend or whatever it is. So we have some new faces. Mel Carr, welcome, Mel. We've got Little Bit Shed Big Ideas. Welcome back. Who else we got? It's Gene Higgs.
It's Gene my Higgs? Dad. It's John.
Oh, welcome, Gene. Who else? I did see a question. No, that was that one. Okay, it's fine. Just ignore me. Right. I'm happy that you've reached that 300. I really am. I know it's silly, but it's just a little milestone. 301, wicked. Right.
Cool.
Okay.
And Keith has also just popped in there as well. I saw.
Who's that? Sorry.
Circular Wood by Keith and Shay at BB Turning.
Cool. Welcome, guys. Right. So where are we? Tools. So have you got a tool that you love and a tool that you hate?
I would probably say that obviously having seen the previous Invades, I was starting to think about this one, and there's probably two tools that's been my best tool so far, and it's my Bosch combi drill and my Evolution sliding miter. Because with that I have built two. Obviously, the workshop I've built. My wife's shed, which is larger than my workshop, but I've built decking, lean-tos, various things with it, and it's just been absolutely really handy to have that, especially after I watched my neighbor build a whole installation for his hot tub. He built all by hand, saw and everything. And I was like,
right.
yeah, I would not have wanted to do my workshop or anything by just hand saws.
No, definitely not. You know, it's 2021. It's nice to use hand tools if you've got the skill and the time.
Yeah.
But it's also nice to use power tools to speed things up.
Just saw Ian's comment saying sliding mitre one he wish he had space for. Well, when I first bought that, obviously before the workshop, it used to be stored on top of a fridge in outbuilding. Now it's I'll show it when it's in the tour, but it's under with my lathe at the moment. I do want to bring it out when I get a workbench up, but that's sort of just tucked away at the moment and just keeps getting pulled out. I mainly use it outdoors. My garden is an extension of the workshop, so
yeah. All right. Okay. Tools that you hate.
I don't know if I actually hate any of the tools. There's obviously a lot of the tools I've got a lot of respect for. So like the table saw and everything. I do have the I say from the first Maker Central, I ended up winning a Triton 180 turtle blade planer. So I was at home, got a phone call saying you've guessed closest to the amount of screws I had in a tub. Okay, that thing is quite a beast. The speed at which it eats through things, so it's one I've got a lot of respect for. Do enjoy using it when I do, but can't probably. I probably, if I'm going to go with hate, it's the first skew chisel I've got, which is one of the. I've got a new skew chisel and I love it, a Robert Sorby one. But the first one I had was one of. So when I first got the lathe, I needed to get some tools. I didn't have a lot of money, so it's like, okay, well, go on Amazon. Oh, there's a nice cheap set. Yeah. I've learned. Everything. So I've it's basically getting that's sort of now getting reshapen to if I need it for various bits, but could never get around to using it as a proper skew. It was just too light. Any sort of a rattle in the wood makes it jump, and you just get catches. So it's probably
things like skew chisels. You need quality, really.
Yeah.
Like you say, the weight wasn't there.
Yeah, it's because I'm picking it up now with the new ones I've got, and one of the because it's this little set, and one of them is the spindle gouge. If I compare it to my proper spindle gouge, it's this little light thing, and there's just nothing.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So, shout outs.
Yeah.
I've got it all ready this week, so you'll all be happy. You ain't got to watch me muck about. Okay, right then.
So first one is my brother-in-law's DB Woodworking UK on Instagram, and he's the one who's obviously, like I say, really got me into turning by. Actually, my quite a few of my tools, power tools, are secondhand from him, and even my some of the turning tools as well. So, he's given me a lot of encouragement there and sort of inspiration itself. So
that's brilliant. I mean, I love that. I really do love that. That lathe there. That's so nice. Anyway.
Oh yeah, I remember picking that up with him. My friend, he ended up getting it on eBay, and we had to go into Greenwich to go pick it up. It's quite a heavy piece of machinery, but he's done some work. He's put there was some bits with the electric that is changed. I can't remember exactly what it was to do. I think it was with a three-phase motor or something sorted. But with the lockdown, I've not had a chance to see it at all.
This is brilliant. I love this little pot that he's got here for the.
Oh yes, that's for the other shout out. Dude, that was a Christmas present that he worked on for her art studio. So I helped him build this little. I can't remember how big it is now. Is it 2x2 or not even that much?
Cool. I like it.
Actually, it's the size of the roof. I think was planned to be one OSB board, so 1 220 by 2 440, and I think that is the size of it. The little studios, art studios built there. No, that's the opposite side. That Shady hasn't actually got the studio up there.
All right. Okay. Cool.
But so he's done that, and then he made it a little pot to try and help keep some form of mess control. But apparently the whole inside of the studios had a whole paint job with paint splatter and everything.
All right, brilliant.
Okay, so it's that one. Then it's Bunty's Fine Arts is the next one. So she's a 16-year-old artist, and she's done some incredible ones. Not all of the paintings I've seen of her is on there, but
she's only 16.
Yeah. And there's a number of ones that she's done where, like most artists, where actually there's a painting on top of another painting where she didn't like it. Everyone else liked it. She didn't. And then before anyone could say anything, she's painted over it.
Well, you're your own worst enemy when it comes to things like that. If you're an artist, no matter what you do, if you're not happy, then and you think you can do better, you're going to do that. Okay, cool.
Then the next one is my sister, who's recently started, just before lockdown started, getting into photography, doing courses and everything. So wanting to build more. She's lives over in Spain, and she's sort of just exploring the world of photography and everything, and learning. So, but always one is giving encouragement as well to me, and sort of always sharing the work that I do. So yeah, so thought to give her a shout out as well.
Excellent.
And then obviously, because I've done loads of shout outs for my family, this is my sister-in-law, who's Italian and loves cooking. She started a YouTube channel back as during lockdown, start of lockdown. So I haven't had a chance to sample any of this stuff she's put up there, but hopefully soon. But yeah, so my brother does the filming and editing for her. Though she, for various reasons and work-wise and family, she's not been able to post for a little while on there. She's just started posting back up on Instagram, so hopefully we'll start seeing some videos again. But all her videos are instructional, easy to follow. If you want to make any of the stuff that she puts up there, my food never looks as well presented though.
Oh no! Excellent. Well, thanks for that. And guys, in the chat, if you want the links to all of Jiggsy's shout outs are in the description. Just go down there later and click them. And if you like what you see, follow and subscribe. Okay, right. So I think, my shout out. Well, I didn't even think of a shout out. So let's have a look. Who's in the chat? Let's pick someone. I didn't even think. I was too busy doing all yours earlier on and getting them all ready.
My brother-in-law's in the chat there, and he said, "Stop lusting after my lathe."
What's his name?
David Bennett. David Bennett.
Okay. Are you on? Is he on YouTube?
No, not yet. I've asked him before, but he's
come
not
on,
done
David.
anything for me.
Come on, David. I'm sorry. I'll just I'll watch this back later and I'll pause it just at the point where we're looking at your lathe. Yeah, and have some quiet time to myself. Right then, let's have a look. Let's go with Ian in the shed. Let's give Ian in the shed a shout out.
I'm still waiting for Ian to start posting on YouTube.
What am I doing? What am I doing? Stop it. Right, there's something going on. There's something going on with mine. Right. Okay, right then, here. There we are. Right, Ian Matthews. That is Ian in the shed, isn't it? Sure it is. Yeah, it is. Of course it is. Right then. So, I'm losing my marbles here. It's because I'm having to share this again. All right. Okay, so my shout out is going to be Ian Matthews. That is Ian in the shed, isn't it? Surely.
No, I think.
No, hang on a minute. Ian in the shed.
Don't think he's posted anything on there yet.
Okay. There we are. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Ian.
there you
go. Sorry, Ian. I'm a total idiot. I said earlier on that there's something not right with me today. But Ian's got 92 subscribers. Let's get him to 100. Come on, he's got 8. And Ian, pull your finger out, man. Get yourself a video up there. And let's get you to 100 subscribers too. Oh, embarrassing. So his name's not Ian Matthews, it's Ian the Shed. I should have known by the picture. He's actually one of my channel members as well. So I'm going to sorry, Ian. I'm having one of those fart days, those brain fart days. But he's on Instagram. He's on Instagram. Right then, we can fix this. I'm going to redeem myself now. There we go. There we go. Right then, I'm sorry, Ian. We're just going to have to do this now. There we go. So Ian's on 733 followers. Excellent. So yeah, stickers, pens. Oh, there's Ian. Look, that's what it looks like. Excellent. Okay, so if you're not following, if you're on Instagram, you're not following Ian, head over. It's Ian in the Shed. Right then. Okay, so we are finished. We've come to the end. You've survived.
I was just gonna say, did you want to see the workshop itself, or?
Oh,
because I've done a little video, but.
Oh, I told you, didn't I? I'm really apologise, guys. I really am having a brain fart today. Let's do it now. I'm sorry.
It's only part way there still, the workshop. I've still got, hopefully this summer get more chance out there. But so shall I share the screen?
Yeah. I told you, didn't I? I'm having a proper brain fart today.
I've not done this bit before, so. Now why is this not letting me? Oh, there we go. Can you see that? Does that come up? Yeah. So,
yes,
so I've not got any sound to the video. There shouldn't be any sound, but I'll just talk through. So, obviously, the shed in the background is my wife's shed, which was built after this one. I've got some repairs to do on the outside of this one, but so it's only a 2 by 4 meter size shed. So as you come in, you've got my lathe set up. It's just the Sharnwood W811. I can't even find it online anymore. But it's what's the word? So I think you get other lathes similar, sort of like starter lathes or something on as belt driven and everything. So it's a bit of a pain to change it. And yeah, so I've got that set up there. There's my miter saw down there, and I've got a LD track saw behind there, which is coming very handy as well. And then just some storage spaces that I've set up to hold finishes and just various bits as I'm working. Obviously my sticker wall right in front of me there. Now that is a screw fix bench grinder, which I purchased to do some sharpening. I'm really wanting a Pro Edge at some point, but at the moment that has to do freehand. It's not the best, but it helps me get through. And then don't have a pillar drill, so I've got just a silver line thing, which does you've sort of got to wedge it to one side because as you push down, it will try and follow the grain. So you've got to push it to one side just to fix it in place to get a straight cut in. Obviously dust extractor there, and just storage space over there. And obviously there's now unfinished wall a bit that from there. Got just a small bandsaw, which gets me through some of the projects I do. Don't really have space for anything bigger. Now the chainsaw was a recent purchase after my last second to last video, which was the live edge walnut bowl I did, because I cut that with a hacksaw, the big blank of that, and I was knackered. So to process the rest of the wood, ended up buying a chainsaw and wouldn't go back. So there's a table saw I've got. So on the side there, that's where you see the insulation. I want to put a workbench in, pretty much a full length to house a lot of the tools, my router table and things. So just a little LD router table I've got, but to house that, make it more accessible. But I'm planning to change a few things in there first and get the dust extraction better. Got to put an air filter up as well. So hopefully after the summer, it will all look a bit different in there. But what I've done is coming out. So at the back, I've just built a little lean-to here on the right. And it's partly garden store, but also you can see sort of just a bit of a log store as well for wood that I get from because I've got a friend who owns a small holding and do get to have some logs and everything from him. So I needed somewhere to season them. So
yeah.
But running out of space, and hopefully I'll get some more wood again this year too. So yeah.
Brilliant. Where are we going to go? Right. That's it. Like I say, I apologise for my brain fart tonight. But then this is what happens when you do live shows. You know what I mean?
I have it a lot, and the amount. So obviously, I tend to do a bit of talking in my video. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but that's me. It helps me sort of get a bit more confident in myself to do that. But the amount of editing I've got to do, or the amount of takes I've got to do, because I just have these moments where I just go, Yeah.
I know what it was. I did say to Colin, I was actually, we were doing a test stream earlier on to see if Colin's internet's up to speed, and I was yawning. I was look, I've got to go. I'm going to go have a nap. And I didn't get my nap, didn't get my kip, so that's probably
no. And I don't blame you at all. I normally end up trying to have a nap, or did a bit where sort of had a nap when my little one was asleep on me, so my 10-month-old. But most of the day I've got baby brain, because all I have is baby talk. So
yeah, of course, yeah. Sorry, Ian. Sorry, mate. I did this to him last time. I remember now. I remember. And Ian did say he's active on Instagram, but he's still working on videos. Okay. And thanks for that, Mark. Mark at the Garden Workshop says, poor old Rich. Right then. Cool. So just before we go, we're going to have a little look at your subscriber count. And it is 302. Brilliant.
Oh, excellent. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, so next week we've got the Garage Avenger. So stay tuned for that one. That's going to be a good one. And all I've got to say is thanks, Jiggsies, John. Thanks, John, for taking the time and letting us be nosy sods and have a little pick at your brain. Anyway,
thank you for
everybody. Oh, you're welcome. No, it's been good. Thanks to everyone in the chat that's gone over and got John to that 300 subscriber mark.
Thank you guys for listening to me waffle on.
It's okay. It's okay. Right then. We'll see you all soon.